Hello, my name is Jack McCabe and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. This channel will be focused on real estate and economics, and more specifically Florida and Los Cabos, Baja California Sur, Mexico. These are two markets that have exploded in North America. Florida has been driven by migrating northeastern U.S. residents as well as eastern Canadians, and Los Cabos by western U.S. residents as well as western Canadians. Both have seen an incredible amount of new construction and a near doubling in prices since the pandemic began. I'm going to focus on these because these markets are in transition. Now, a little bit about me. I've had a 42-year real estate career so far. I started in sales with a local builder in the Chicago suburbs. I then moved to sales management, operations management, and division management with large national home builders in Raleigh, North Carolina, Austin, Texas, and Nashville, Tennessee. After that, I negotiated mergers and acquisitions of large real estate brokerages. In 2002, I opened my firm, McCabe's Research and Consulting, in Deerfield Beach, Florida. Initially, we performed apartment market reports on all the 100-plus unit, market rate communities in Florida. We performed rich data reports on a quarterly basis with over 100 fields of information on each project, as well as many trend reports. It became obvious that many of these complexes were not being sold to other apartment operators, but to developers and investors to convert into condominiums. Their plan was that they could do some superficial modifications and then sell them far below the new construction condominiums and still do a hefty profit. So we began condo conversion reports. Then the condo developers came to me and asked me if I would start doing market feasibility studies and economic impact reports, so we added that to our portfolio. I also began doing appearances on their behalf at governmental and municipality hearings to get them zoning variances to build their new projects. Now, through all this, I was privy to inside information amongst these groups, especially their sales volume. And what I saw was the majority of these projects were being sold using the toxic subprime, no money down, no income verification, no employment verification loans at that time. And not only that, they were being bought by waitresses and taxi drivers and others that in a normal market couldn't afford one mortgage, let alone 4, 5, 8, or 10 that they had under contract. I knew that this was going to cause a severe downturn in real estate in Florida. And then I began researching other markets around the United States, like Las Vegas and California, Chicago, New York. And I found the same thing was going on in those markets. So in 2005, I began talking at national seminars and to my clients and others that there was going to be a severe real estate crash. And I thought so bad that it would crash the economy and cause a bad recession. Now, my clients didn't want to hear this, and neither did the industry peers. You see, they'd been very successful in making a lot of money. It had been a big gravy train for them for several years. And eventually what happened was I lost a lot of my clients. I thought I was going to have to close my doors and go back to work for somebody. But then as things played out as I had predicted, years before many others, the hedge funds and the private equity firms and institutional investors and high net worth investors contacted me to consult with them. They were very unhappy with the information they were getting from the industry because it was false and they suspected it, and they wanted to know the truth, the objective, honest truth, good or bad. And if it was bad, so much the better for them, because they were going to bet that the economy was going to crash and many of these builders were going to go out of business. And of course, if you watch The Big Short, you know how that played out. Then the media started paying attention to me. And I got requests from newspaper and magazines and television stations, not just locally and nationally, but internationally. Since then, I've been quoted in over 2,500 news and magazine articles, 30 times in the Wall Street Journal, 25 times in the New York Times. But papers all across the country and then internationally, from the London Times to the Shanghai Daily to Australian newspapers, and also television. I've done over 100 television interviews, many on CNBC, but also CNN, Fox Business News, Newsmax, Dateline, Nightline, and many others. I also began writing real estate commentaries for different publications, and I've written over 200 different articles for the South Florida Daily Business Review, The Real Deal, a national real estate publication, and the Sarasota Herald Tribune. I've been awarded the Real Estate Consultant of the Year by the Developer and Builders Alliance of Florida, and I've also received recognition from the South Florida Business Daily Review as one of the heavy hitters in commercial real estate for 10 consecutive years. Now, I see a transition going on in the marketplaces again. And I'm going to utilize my knowledge, not with big corporations and hedge funds, but with consumers. And that's why I started this YouTube channel. For my subscribers, I want to provide the best, most accurate, objective expertise that they can receive anywhere. And they can get it for free here on YouTube. So, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel. Watch my videos. I've already placed many television interviews and panel discussions, keynotes that I've done in the past. And you'll see I'm just not a self-proclaimed real estate expert, but see what other people say about me. And I think you'll find that I can be a strong, positive asset to your buying and selling in the next few years. So I want to thank you. Click the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.